Well, we ended that rather data-heavy last session by asking the million-dollar marketing question. And that question was, why do we see such a big gap between people's digital behavior and the amount of money being spent by marketers on digital marketing? In other words, why is there such a gap between growing digital use by consumers and marketing spend in non-digital channels? Well, fortunately for us, based on the research data, we have some answers to those most important questions. And what the data is telling us is that one of the primary reasons for this gap, or lag, is the inability of marketers to justify the ROI, or return on investment, of digital marketing activities. And what this means is that marketers in general have a very hard time in measuring the impact of their digital marketing efforts. And because of that, it seems that for marketers at least, it is much safer to continue concentrating on traditional marketing channels. And to do this as they slowly learn and try to figure out how to effectively manage the new digital channels. And for many of the leading companies, this digital learning is being done through small experiments in the marketplace. Well, you might be surprised to hear that marketers cannot accurately measure the impact of digital marketing efforts. I'm surprised, but this is a fact, and this can be seen from the research data. And that research data is based on real marketing managers' opinions on how effectively they can measure ROI from different forms of marketing channels. But please remember, ROI, as we said earlier, means return on investment. So now let's look quickly at the research findings, and in doing that we can discover which of the digital marketing channels being used today by marketers are in fact giving the best ROI, based on the opinions of real marketing professionals in companies. And well, for me at least, the data by ROI by marketing channel is very interesting indeed. Because based on the percentage of marketing professionals who said that the ROI was excellent to good, we can see that social media at 32% was the worst performer in terms of ROI for marketers. And social media is followed by online display ads, for which only 33% of marketers said the ROI was excellent to good. And what this means is that social media and online display are the worst ROI performers for marketers. Now that finding in itself is interesting if you think about how much time you and I currently spend on social media. Now on the list of worst performers, next, for mobile, only 35% of marketers said the ROI was excellent to good. And affiliate marketing was next at 42%. So what this is telling us is that social media is currently the worst performing ROI digital channel based on the opinions of marketers. And that is followed by display ads, mobile, and affiliate marketing. So now, though, you might be interested in wondering, what are the best performing digital marketing channels? Well, the data can tell us that. And it seems that content marketing, SEO, are currently the best digital marketing methods. And I say this because in the research, 63% of marketers said that content marketing ROI was excellent to good. And 67% of marketers said that SEO ROI was excellent to good. And SEO, by the way, means search engine optimization. And search engine optimization is all about using keywords, etc. But the king of the mountain in terms of ROI on digital marketing was, well, before I tell you, what do you think? What was the best performing digital marketing channel according to marketing professionals? Well, based on the research data by eMarketer, the king of the mountain of digital marketing ROI was email. And almost 70%, 68% to be exact, of all marketers said that email had an excellent to good ROI. So it seems that the good old email is the king of the digital marketing mountain. And to be honest, that was even a surprise for me. By now, you've probably understood that marketers everywhere, all over the world, are facing many challenges. And they're facing those challenges because their customers are engaging every day more and more with digital. And measuring the ROI seems to be one of the major challenges for marketers as this trend is occurring. But marketers are also facing other important challenges, and we should also be aware of those. It's not just digital that's impacting them. For example, according to the recent A Simple Measured report called State of Local Media Marketing, the biggest challenge faced by social media professionals in North America included number one on the list, ROI. Of course, that's what we've been talking about. But 61% of media professionals gave measuring ROI as the number one challenge they face today. And ROI was followed by developing systems to track the results of marketing efforts on a dashboard. 34% of professionals listed that as a major challenge. And the data display challenge, which is very important to know the data, was followed by number 3, understanding real marketing performance across multiple social channels. And 25% of marketers listed this as a challenge. And understanding the real performance probably means that marketers need to better define and measure and monitor and validate KPIs, etc. across channels. By across channels, they're referring to multi-channel marketing efforts, where multiple channels are used at the same time. For example, when you're watching TV, you might be reading your email at the same time, or you're responding to a friend on Facebook, all at the same time. That's multi-channel marketing. But the less significant challenges for marketers included content creation, which was mentioned by just 18% of marketers, and integrated social media tools, which was mentioned by just 13%. But, and here's a very important point you must keep in mind, please, this data is only revealing the big digital media marketing challenges faced by marketers today. But please remember, and this is important, folks, so we should all pay attention, based on the unique business your company and my company are involved with. For example, are we a B2B company or are we a B2C company? Based on that unique situation, along with your unique product or service offering, your company strategy, etc., and capabilities, this shopping list we just went through of challenges might be very different for your company and my company. And as a matter of fact, some of those less critical challenges might in fact be very critical to the success of your business. So please keep that in mind when you're interpreting this data. Well, we're now coming to the end of this discussion on digital marketing, so it might make sense to end with the subject of social media. And we can end with that because, as you might remember, this was one, if not the worst performing marketing ROI capability area. So it's important for all of us to know more about this big marketing ROI problem. And the research can, in fact, help us here, because from that data, research data, we can see which social media challenges and channels are most effective. And we talked about the challenges already, so which channels are most effective? social media is challenging and ROI measurement is a problem. But based on the most recent data, the social media platforms that produce the best ROI, and this finding is based on the percentage of marketers' responses, and the social media channel that produces the best ROI is, well, what do you think? What do you think is the #1 social media platform in terms of ROI for marketing today? Well, if you guessed Facebook, you were absolutely right. As a matter of fact, 96% of marketers said that Facebook was the best in terms of marketing ROI. 64% Twitter, 40% Instagram. Those were the 3 leading ones. LinkedIn came in at 38%, followed by Pinterest at just 10%. And the worst performers were SlideShare at 10%, followed by Snapchat at just 2%. But now here's another word of warning or caution. Each of those social media channels serves different purposes. And so it's important for you and I to remember that for our companies, some of those lower ROI performing social media channels might in fact be more important for our business. And because of that, they are more strategic for us. And in fact, our ROI performance today in those channels might be better than the average. And as a matter of fact, they should be. But more importantly, we should remember, don't forget that at the moment in the world, over 80% of people's social media access today is on their mobile device. And so to conclude the discussion now on digital marketing, we could say a few words about marketing on that mobile device. It's no surprise that in a recent Ad Media Partners research report, marketing executives said that the most important growth area in the future for digital marketing are, #1, mobile. And mobile was followed by social, video, content, programmatic, search, and display advertising. So mobile is important for everybody in terms of digital marketing in the future. And we must keep that in mind, and we must learn how to use it effectively. Well, once again, that was a lot of information to absorb. So what are the 3 simple lessons you should leave this session with? #1, the first lesson is that although the world has become a mobile-first digital marketplace, marketers are still investing in rather traditional channels, and they need to quickly figure out how to measure the ROI for those newly emerging digital media formats. Second lesson is that online marketing will continue to grow, and mobile will grow even faster. And as a result of this, more innovative marketing approaches need to be identified and tested, and the performance of those approaches must be measured in terms of ROI and effectiveness. And finally, the third lesson is that despite the revolution which is now occurring in digital channels all over the world, we must all remember that in-store marketing must not be neglected, because you and I still buy almost everything inside a store. But the secret to in-store marketing success is that marketers must identify creative ways to create lasting experiences for customers, or experiential marketing, during those moments when we are shopping in the store. Because in-store marketing is still one of the most important and most promising marketing channels for companies all over the world.